This is episode 3 of what it is like living with someone from the future. I'm on the back porch hanging out with Murrow. He was checking out TV. I'm going to see what he wants to do today, even though it's getting kind of late. So I guess we'll get started and find out what we're going to do today or tonight. So should be interesting. Never know. He's a pretty fascinating guy. He's pretty interesting. So let's get started. Yes, hello. Yeah, I was checking out what he has on his television. Checking out all his recordings of the shows that he likes to apparently watch. Alvin and the Chipmunks, Pokemon, Talking Dead, Ride with Norman Reedus, The Walking Dead, more Pokemon, Kim Possible, National Treasure 1 and 2. Some of that stuff I wouldn't watch myself, but some of it I would consider. Especially the Nicolas Cage stuff. Good movies. But yeah, I would like to have something to eat, if you don't mind, Auckland. Yes, I have discovered that's what your name is on YouTube. So I would like something to eat, please, Auckland. And what would that be? Because apparently you're not eating any physical food. You want to breathe in food in which we don't have. And what problems do you have with the shows that I watch? There is nothing wrong with watching any of the stuff that I watch. It's like, come on, seriously. I mean, what's wrong with all that stuff? Yes, Pokemon. Walker Texas Ranger. Fear the Walking Dead. Legend of Hercules. Shadowhunters. National Treasure. Talking Dead. Walking Dead. Ride with Norman Reedus. Kim Possible. I mean, seriously. What's wrong with any of that stuff? But apparently you want something to eat, so tell me what it is, and I'll see what I can do. I would like a bowl of Halios, please. And if you don't know what Halios is, well, I'm going to see what your reaction is first before I tell you what they are. Yes, please tell me and explain what is a Halio. Yeah. I wouldn't even have the slightest clue to even guess what in the world is that, a bowl of Halios? I guess I do have to explain what is a bowl of Halios. Halios are edible holograms in the form of cereal or cookies. The Halios come in different flavors and different colors. Of course, the orange ones is orange, and the blue and the purples are blueberry and plum, and then the red and yellow is cherry and banana, and then of course you have white, which is coconut. I could pass on that one. It's okay. And then of course you have many other colors. I can't remember the flavors of them, but they're edible holograms, and they're very, very good, very nutritious. Have you forgot you're not in your future world? You're in the past. We don't have technology like that, especially technology that is edible, and you can actually eat it. Uh, you got to be joking. I mean, I don't have anything like that at all around here. There's gotta be something else that you can eat. Well, if you think about it, you can't actually eat holograms. You can see through them. It's just, I'm not even going to explain it. But since it's holograms, you can put them into your mouth and eat them with no issues at all. And it's still not really technically eating, but they do have a little bit of flavoring to them, and they're actually pretty good. But I believe I'm going to sit down and soon tell you a story. I was about to say anyways, because you said you don't even eat anything; you have to breathe it in. But yeah, I'm interested to hear about this story, so I can't wait to hear it. Is it about your past, or is it just a story that you made up, or I can't wait to hear it. So go ahead and begin, Murrow. I cannot wait to hear it. Very well, Auckland. Prepare to hear a story. Time works a little bit different from where I come from. What I mean by that is, we were almost attacked one day by some kind of army of creatures. I'll get back to the time stuff in a second. It was very hard. It's very hard to explain what they are, because we still do not know what they are ourselves. But time is different because of certain times of the day, or just certain times of different days of the week or months. A letter will appear in the actual time itself to throw the creatures off, because they will attack at a certain time of the day, of every day, or any time that they just want to attack in general. It is something else. But the letter is to throw the creatures off, because they will attack, as I was saying, at certain time of the day, of every day, or just any time they just want to attack in general. Then the letter shows up in the numbers of time, and they throw them off to confuse them. Then they wouldn't know what time to attack. So these creatures, you see, focus on time in order to attack at all. We haven't figured out why that is, but time seems to be very important to them. So my world is very, very scary, and what I can understand from your world and your past, it's very scary as well, with all these wars going on, all these people getting hurt, and even worse, very scary stuff. So we have a lot of stuff in common, so it seems. We were once at war with those creatures and lost tons of people. Then this guy stood up and came up with this device that could add a letter to time itself. That war was very dark times for me. I was a child when it had started, and it ended when I became an adult. I still have flashbacks, and it bothers me so much. My parents were killed by those creatures, and my uncle decided to continue. What I'm trying to say is, I'm having flashbacks right now. My uncle decided that he would raise me and continue to raise me up, because there was more stuff that I needed to know, even as an adult. But yes, I just wanted you all to know that about me. So my world, it is different from this world, this time in the past. But there are similar things, even though my world is focused on technology and going beyond that. And we have wars as well, and that's the only war that we have had so far. And so far, that guy, when he had created that device, it has really helped out to prevent any wars from happening. But there could be a day, and hopefully that day will not come, that that device messes up and the letters don't appear in time anymore, and then the creatures could attack and start war again. And if that happens, I don't know what me and my world would do about it. It's tough to even think about it, but hopefully that guy will keep that device up and running, even if he has to upgrade it or do something. But I believe I'm going to pass this recording device over to Auckland, and I'm going to try to watch some TV to get my mind off of my past. In my future world, I need to think about something else. It's very, very tough to deal with right now. I am so sorry to hear about that, Murrow. I had no idea that you had to deal with stuff like that. That's just unthinkable. I mean, I can't even imagine having to deal with something like that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. But, I need to see if I can get you to try to eat some physical foods, because you have not been eating ever since you arrived here, and you've been here for almost a whole day, going on half of a day, and you're not supposed to be here but just a few days or so, so you can't go that long without eating, and you're going to have to eat something. I'm sure you've got to be starving, but that's hard to hear about all that. That's some tough stuff. I would understand why you would repeat words, and that's some tough stuff. Thank you, Auckland. I'll stand up and I'll watch your television in just a second. I do want to say one more thing. Yeah, I am getting a little bit hungry, and I guess I do need to try to fill my stomach with something if I cannot breathe something in, but I guess I do need to try to eat something. But, yeah, I also want to say, if you haven't noticed already, my tie is shrinking down, meaning it's supposed to be closer to my neck, but it's going downwards. And the reason why that is, if you don't already know, this tie is full of technology. It's not a weapon, but I guess it could be used as a weapon. This tie is what helped to bring me here. This tie, it has a connection to the machine that I went inside of to get here. And when this goes down too much further, I'm going to have to soon think about going back for sure, because when it goes down really low, I may be left here forever, and I have got to get back to my world. So that's the last thing I'm going to say until next time, and I'll give this recording device back to Auckland, and I'm going to watch some television, trying to find something to watch. And I also want to say, Auckland, I have noticed, I looked on your YouTube channel the other day, And I've noticed that you've been uploading these videos that of these times that we have been talking, which that is fine. I'm okay with that. I want the world to know about my story. So when I'm gone from here and people are interested in who I am and where I come from and how you lived with me, I want people to know. So it's okay for you to upload these videos. It's fine with me. I actually appreciate you doing that. Alright, Hill Auckland. You can take this back now for sure. So you did notice I was uploading your videos. Okay, cool. And I'm glad that you don't mind it. And yeah, I think it'll be very good for people to watch your story and learn all about you. And yeah, I think I'll go ahead and soon end this video. And I'm gonna see if I can get Murrow to eat something. So hopefully in the next episode, you'll see him eat something, hopefully. Alright. Thank you. Alright. Bye.